Hidradenitis hit me in a way that completely changed my life. I couldn't stand up for 5 minutes. I couldn't sit down for 5 minutes. My body was being taken over by abscesses all over, painful abscesses. The pain that I just really couldn't explain to anybody who was trying to understand. And it took me to a place of depression. I went from being out all the time to being home alone by myself. And I had people who cared, but there's no way that I could tell them what was really going on. Even if I showed them what I was dealing with, you can't feel this unless you deal with this. So biologics actually shined a new light on my life. And it's something that I wish I would have been more knowledgeable about in the earlier years, or I wish there were options for those in the earlier years, because maybe my stages wouldn't have progressed so fast. I was only treated with antibiotics, and as somebody with stage 3, antibiotics barely scraped the surface. This insurance company is going to allow me to get the medication that's already been told, by my doctor, like, hey, this is what he needs. This is what he needs right now. Oh no, let's take these 5 other medications before we give him what you're recommending. I went through a lot of that. And by that time, my stages had already progressed. This would have worked a lot better 6 months ago. These people literally have your lives in the palm of their hands. I've seen my doctors fight and fight for me. To see them have to come in a room and tell me that this medication has been denied, and I'm almost on my last leg of dealing with this condition. I'm already bedridden. I literally had to ride in the back seat of a car and lay down on the ride here because I couldn't sit down because of so much pain. So I'm not mad at my doctors, but it's the insurance companies that seemingly don't care about a patient's need. It's not hard to have a heart. It's not hard to care about people who don't deal with what you deal with. And I just wish more people in the world knew that, especially these insurance companies, because they're making our lives a living hell just by being selfish and greedy. I never thought I would see happiness in dealing with this condition until I found community, until I found somebody that I can talk to about my worst days and my best days. And I was still in pain, but the pain and peace, they mesh well together when you got community. So I'm sharing my story today because I know what it's like to suffer in silence and not have any direction to go. But I also know what it's like to share my experience, find a solution, and then have my dreams crushed by an insurance company who can't even pronounce the condition that I deal with. No chronic illness warrior should suffer like this, so I want to help someone get through the obstacles that I've already gone through.